Hey guys, it's Melhan here with another Techie Tuesday. I hope you had a wonderful professional development day today and you are ready to get back on the saddle. So today I have a couple cool topics. One is I want to talk to you about website shorteners and how they're approached in the district. And I also want to give you an awesome new feature of the Google Classroom. And finally, I'm going to end with another part of Google Docs, which is a new feature called voice typing. So I'm excited to share all of these things with you. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is talk to you about when you have a long URL that you want the students to copy. And this isn't super long, but you can see that I've been reading this transitioning to an e-binder. It's something that our school is talking about as each student has a Chromebook. But all I want to do is copy that. And if I want my students to type this in, sometimes that can get a little hokey and hanky and hairy. So you might want to use some shorteners that would shorten your website. So the first one everybody wants to go to is TinyURL, and the district has now asked us to not by any means use TinyURL. As a matter of fact, it's going to give you all kinds of filter issues because what's happening is the people who are out there, they are attaching bad things to the actual TinyURL, and it allows it to go through our filtering system on the other end, and it can pop up and do all kinds of crazy things for you. So I know you don't want any embarrassment or crazy things going on in your classroom. You have enough of that already. So we want to avoid TinyURL at all costs. So the alternative, of course, is to use the Google shortener. So if you will go to goo.gl and hit enter, it brings you to this site, and it says all you do is paste your long URL here. So I'm going to Control V, which is a keyboard shortcut for paste, and I'm going to click shorten my URL. It says it's getting it, and now this is all the kids have to copy. And now maybe you want to post this on your website, maybe you want to post it on the board, but this is a lot shorter than all of this. Okay, so now this is the shortened version. For those of you who work in Google Classroom, I have something even better. So when you go to the Google Chrome store and you search, I want you to search for Share to Classroom. Now this is something that you will have to have on your teacher desktop, but the students will also have to have on their Chromebook. So you will need to ask them to go ahead and add it to their Chrome. And it's called Share to Classroom. And when you have it, you'll notice that this little button over here pops up, and that looks like a little chalkboard with a person, and it says Share to Classroom. So now here's the beauty of what Share to Classroom really does. It allows you to push out announcements, assignments, and websites in one clean sweep to all of your students who have this and are sitting in your classroom. So I'm going to give you a little demo here. I am going to go on a website. This one is called the Ninja Program. It's when you want to be a ninja in Google. This might be a great place for you to send your students. And once I get to the website that I want to visit or that I want to push out to my kids, I'm going to click Share to Classroom. Now immediately when I click Share to Classroom, my Google classes are going to come up. Now I'm going to use this Google class called Testing It Out. When I click the class that I want this particular group to have, or the particular group class that I'm working with, I can go drop this arrow and I can click Push to Students, and you will see already that my website, the Ninja Program, even you can be a Google Ninja, is coming up. And all I have to do is make sure that this says Push to Students, and I can click Push. Now it is pushing it to all the students that I have in class, and it's even making a record of it. There's even a little bit better option. You can make an announcement, and when you give them directions or make an announcement, you can see that it still is including the website that you want them to visit. Or you can even create this as an assignment. You can title the assignment, you can tell them when it's due, and you can utilize the website that you have and click Assign. It will send it to all your students. Another great feature is they have a quick link button to open your classroom. So all you have to do is click that. So speaking of being a ninja, let's try this just one more time just to show you how easy it is. So now I'm going to bring my students to Tinkercad. Now this is a great website. It's an online app that anyone can use, and they can print 3D models and you can tinker around with it, and everybody loves a tinkerer. So I'm going to go over here one more time, share to classroom. This is how easy it is. I'm going to go back so you can see all my classes. I'm going to choose the class I'm working with. And I'm going to drop this box down and push to students. And I'm going to push this to all my students. Immediately what's happening on the other end is this website instantaneously gets pushed to your students. There's no waiting. If you push more than one website, it's just going to open a new tab. So if you need them to see 3 different websites, this is the first one that they would see, the Ninja, then they would see Tinkercad, okay? And you can just, it will open a new tab for them, and that's what they get to see. So it is an instantaneous way for you to deliver a website and not have to wait for them to go to your page and click on the assignments, or for you to create a tiny Google shortened URL and post it on the board and wait for them to type it. It's basically you selecting the website and pushing it out to your students. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it, I love it, I love it. So Google is really listening to teachers. If you get a chance and you want to, at the bottom of this, there is the little tell Google all about it, and you can make comments and tell them how they can make it better for you. So I love that new feature. It just came out. I think it'll be really, really great for all of you. Another great feature of this is that students can share websites back, and you can see the ones that you've received from students if that's a feature that you would like to turn on. If you look in my document, the Techie Tuesday document, you should see how all of that works. Now the last thing I want to show you is voice typing. Now I will admit I am not a very great typist. As a matter of fact, I'm probably the fastest pet typist from here to the West. And I just never really learned how to formally type. And so I'm so excited whenever I see typing going on in classes like our technology classes and things, because I think it's such a valuable skill for students to know. But in that, I would like to say that I also know that there are a lot of teachers out there that just don't have time. And I talk to my phone a lot. I don't want to text and drive, so I talk and drive, and I basically send out text and answer emails via my voice. So this is kind of a really cool feature for me. I like to use those kind of things. If you will notice that you bring up a Google Doc, and if you click on the Tools tab and you go to voice typing, basically you're going to get this microphone that's going to click over here in the left-hand corner. Now, once you're ready to say something, what you will do is you will click on that microphone, and then it will start typing. So I'm going to click, and as you can see, that microphone went from black to red, and that means that it is ready to listen to the voice that you want, or the words that you want them to type. Period. New line. New line. Now, you can say commands such as different forms of punctuation, like exclamation point, period, comma, and question mark. And then you can also tell it when you want to have a new line. New line, new line. New line is like a return, okay? And basically, you can also tell it to start a new paragraph by saying new paragraph, okay? And that's another way to get it to go to another line. So very cool. I haven't touched it one time, and as you can see, as I am giving you instructions. It is typing everything that I need it to type, period. All you ELA teachers out there, don't cream me for this one. But I am actually like the fact that I can just go through and get all my words down and then go back and correct it. Period. New line, new paragraph. Okay, so this is the one bad thing about it is it doesn't allow you to go back and correct with your voice. The only thing it allows you to do is to talk and it types out the words that you need. Another great feature in it though is you can turn on that you would like it to write in Spanish. So we have a couple of students who just came here from Mexico, and it would probably be a wonderful opportunity for them to be able to write you a story in their main language. So we can try that out, and the way that you're going to do that is you go up to File, and as you can see, once I pushed File then or another button, then it turned off the microphone automatically. But if you go to File and you go to Language, you can see where it says Espanol. And I don't know if it's regular Espanol that our students speak or Espanol Latino America. I'm not exactly sure, but I would try both of them and see which one is most comfortable. I'm trying to figure out a way that once they speak it all in Spanish that we can just highlight it and change it back to English, which would be so great for the teachers. So stay tuned and let you know if I find anything like that. But so that's it for today. We have don't use TinyURL, use the Google URL shortener, or use the new Share to Classroom feature in Google Classroom where you can push out the websites automatically, and the new voice typing in Google Docs. I hope you love all these features I shared today, and I hope some of you stop by my office and let me know how they went in your classrooms. Well, this is Mel Hahn signing off with another Techie Tuesday, where technology is magic even when you know how it's done.